excited to be here. Even though I didn't wear a tie for you kind people, I thought I'd just try and fit in dress authentically today. So here we are. But before I introduce our superintendent, I just want to say that what inspires me most about these types of events, such as ribbon cuttings and things like this, is it really places a marker in time of something significant. And while we have a brand new kitchen here today, and maybe years from now we'll wonder, well, gosh, what was so special about a new kitchen? Well, not only is it expanding the capabilities within our district, which is of utmost importance to, I think, all of us here today, and certainly the board, but really it's a marker of us moving forward as a community. We all know that we've got a long road ahead of us in regard to our facility needs that we continue to address. We've got amazing teachers and staff that provide the best opportunities for our students. And I'll certainly go on record as saying we need to catch up with our facilities to give them the space that they need and deserve to be most effective in their learning. So this is a milestone that we can celebrate today and we can look back to later on. Not only this, but frankly, the beautiful new field we have, because what that represents to me is a carte blanche, a blank slate or palette by which we can paint our future upon. So with that, I'm excited to introduce our superintendent, Gary Neal, who has a few special guests of his own. Thank you for being here.
Thanks, Brian. I appreciate you kicking this thing off, and welcome everybody to our central kitchen ribbon cutting ceremony. And I have to be honest, when I woke up this morning, I was kind of peeked outside to see what the weather was like, and as long as we didn't have to have snow shovels, I thought we were in good shape. So today worked out to be really well. I appreciate that Mother Nature cooperated with us. But before we get ready to celebrate, I think we need to acknowledge, the efforts of the many folks who have helped us along the way to get to this point, and really including in 2008 we had a facilities commission that put together the needs of the district. In 2013 we had a planning committee that was very involved, previous board members, citizen groups, business and community leaders, but probably most importantly is a supportive community that allowed us to have this happen. And so very thankful for those folks that have allowed us to get on their shoulders to kind of look forward and move ahead. 2 years ago on this very spot sat 72,000 square feet of a decommissioned building. And it had been decommissioned because it had served its time and it was time to move on. So part of this capital project levy was not only this kitchen, but also the removal and deconstruction of that the community school at that particular time. Along with that was a very obsolete kitchen, and for those of you that are familiar with it, not only was it obsolete, but it used literally some of the equipment was from a World War II warship that was being used for years and years and years. But today we sit here and now we have a 21st century state-of-the-art kitchen that's going to help us serve healthy and nutritious meals for not only 2,800 kids, but several hundred adults as well as staff members. And as Brian mentioned, this project has helped us take a bite out of that 2008 wish list, not even a wish list, just kind of a facility needs list that we had here, and really provides us a springboard for our next steps. And as Brian pointed out, we got a nice field sitting out here that's ready for next steps, and we have some ideas with that. And really what we're going to see happen now is kind of going back to what we did 3 years ago, and that's setting up some public forums, chatting with our community, our business and community leaders, talking about, okay, what are our next steps? Do we do another capital project levy? Do we look at construction bond? But we will continue to ask the needs of the community and what they're willing to support as we move forward. So there's no preconceived idea of what happens. We have some strategic visions of what it might look like, but as far as what the actual X and O's look like for the game plan, we're going to, again, use the community to help us determine which steps we need to take. So on behalf of the Sequim School District, I'd like to to thank everyone for taking time out of their busy schedules that you all have and to join us here and with this huge success. And so at this time, I would like to introduce Bernie O'Donnell, who is the Vice President of Banner Construction Management Incorporated.
Thank you, Gary. We're very happy to be here today to celebrate this ribbon cutting grand opening of the central kitchen for the school district. For me, and I think for Banner, our role was to be the owner's rep, to represent and be an advocate for the school district and the community. It's been a real partnership working with Gary and the school board and the many contributors to the project for sure. I would like to recognize a couple people. First of all, McKinstry as the general contractor, an ESCO contract that results in energy savings. In addition to building, getting the project built, it results in a long-term energy savings through the contract. So thank you, McKinstry, for a wonderful building as a contractor. Like I said, it's been a real partnership with the school district, John McAndy, Hannah, and Tracy, and the school board. They've been partners through all of it and been very engaging and cooperative. And I think it's been a tremendous effort where we've all come together with the same common goal, and that's to deliver something special for the community and for the school and for the students. And I have to say a couple of words about your superintendent. There is no finer superintendent, in my humble opinion. This guy named Gary over here has been a true friend as I've got to know him, to know that he's had our back. He knows we've got his back. And all in the interest of doing what's best for the community here, and rolling up our sleeves and trying to figure out what adds the best of value long term. What can we do? It's not just a central kitchen. It's the beginning of new opportunities for growth, of responsible growth, and making sure that we're always adding value in all that we do. Gary has been very collaborative and huge support to the project, and always looking for ways to say yes to get action done. Open-minded about the different opportunities that we have, about whether we remodeled the existing kitchen or we tore it down and built a new state-of-the-art energy-efficient kitchen located in the corner of the site, so we have an open canvas to expand in the future. A little bit about the project. I don't know. I don't have all the statistics, but we have a large portion of the project. It was a big effort working hand in hand with McKinstry to keep the local dollars local and invest it right back into the community. So a lot of the subcontractors that are here are certainly local trades, and as we spend important, valuable dollars, that it goes right back into the community, and of course the long-term benefit to the school with the central kitchen is wonderful. So thank you to all the subcontractors, the general contractor, and everybody that played an important role. So the original idea was to remodel the existing. It's no longer there. It's still there. It's not there. And in lieu, we built the new kitchen here. I think the bigger thing is some of the asset that it provides to the community long term. It's a beautiful building. It's more than just a kitchen, though. It's the beginning of something big. I think it shows a lot of credibility that it took us longer because it wasn't a remodel. We had a full design and build all new. So it took longer, but we're proud to say that we were able to deliver within the existing budget. I think that's really important to ensure that we build that credibility with the voters that passed the dollars. So it was a great thing. Thank you. So Shannon Crutchfield, can you come up real quick to help me with some special gifts that we have? I think first maybe we should have, are the two cooks here, the school cooks, where are they?
We have Candy and Lindsay. And we're going to actually ask Meredith to come up also. So we have a special presentation for them. I don't know about you, but when I think about my K-12 years in school, I can remember all those meals that I ate during school based on individuals like the three of these individuals standing here today. And we have these aprons. They say Central Kitchen Ribbon Cutting Ceremony, March 26, 2019. And I'm going to ask them to put them on and just stand here. We're going to get some pictures of them. But what I want to say to you, we thank you. As many of the individuals who are here today, if they have children who are going through Sequim School District, they rely on individuals like you to nourish their children. We know that food is good for the souls, right? And I'm going to ask that you just look at your hands. Look at your hands. Hold those hands up. When you were a child, you may have never imagined that today, and all the time that you worked for Sequim School District and worked in the capacity that you fulfill here, you may never have envisioned how many lives that you would touch. Those hands have been with you all your life. As one of my co-workers said, hey, can we get those cookie smells? Can we take them home with us? Because can't you get a little something we could just scratch and smell those cookies? I'm sure that there have been so many meals and so many children who come into the settings where they sit down in their lunchroom and eat meals that nourish them, that feed them. So we thank you for what you've done. We thank you for the hands that you have and how you make food come to light that benefit every student that is a part of this district. We are forever grateful, and this is just a momentum for the new space that you'll have, that you'll be able to continue to help students grow, not only academically, but in their healthy needs that their body needs for them to be able to be the learners that they are. So let's give them a hand. Maybe we can have Bernie and Gary, why don't you come over? And we want to also acknowledge the partnership that started from day one on this project. Gary, Tracy, Hannah, John. Is John here? John was trying to get out of it. Come on, John. Who else do we have? We're going to ask those individuals who worked on behalf of the school district on this project to join us at the podium. You know your names. And we're also going to have, we know that this collaboration could not happen without the support and leadership that you have in the members of the school board. So we're going to ask all the school board members who are here today to join us up front. We thank you for your service. We thank you for the dedication. Okay, so I think, do we have anyone else that we need to come up? If we can put those aprons on, we're going to get a photo, and we thank you. We do have 8 extra aprons that we'll be distributing after the formal ceremony. Thank you. I know.
Yeah.
Shannon.
Where is
Bernie, get in there with him. All right, he's so shy. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, I think we're ready to actually cut the ribbon, so to speak. And I want to call some of our royalty up here. First of all, we have our Irrigation Festival royalty 2019, so we'd like for you to come up here. We have 2 students from the class of 2031 that we would like to have come back here with us as well. So our kindergartners, come on back here. Heck yeah. Let's see, is Jennifer here? Come on. I saw her. Jennifer, get over here. John McCandy, Steve McIntyre, Bernie Craig, Kristen, Dan McNay, Noel, Steve Frazier, John Turk. The last group that hi Marty. Marty Brewer, Superintendent of Port Angeles School District. Thanks, Marty, for coming out here. I appreciate that. This last group, that's interestingly enough collected together here, is a group that met every Thursday from the beginning of this project till, well, we're still meeting on Thursdays. And so every Thursday morning we would meet and kind of go over what's happening. Sometimes they were very interesting conversations, but they were always very professional, and you really helped us move the needle on this whole project. So for that, we're always going to be great debt to you for your leadership and your vision that we had here. So at this point in time, we're ready to cut this. We'd like to have our kindergartners help cut the ribbon. The first of many ribbon cuttings that we hope they're going to be doing here shortly.
Some of you on this side, some of you on that side. Everybody get up close. Want me to take it for you? Or?
So I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, and nobody's going to cut. We're just going to say 1, 2, 3, cheese. Everybody's going to smile. We'll let them take a few pictures. And then when I say 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3. All right. Okay, there you go. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Everybody say cheese. Look at the camera. Cheese. Keep smiling. Where are we looking? Straight ahead. Okay, are you ready? Did you get some good ones? Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1.